Back at this end, this is what's called a rumble seat. Back in the day, this is how they would carry a couple additional passengers. Now I don't have a seat in here. I had to modify this and put this in there when I Z'd the frame so the spring is up here, but normally this would be flat. But I could have a seat put in there. That's my gas tank that came out of a Ford pickup truck, and I cut it in half and welded it together to make it fit. So it would be quite a ride sitting back here, I think, zipping along with the wind blowing in your hair and everything, but I'll never know what that's like because we didn't get the seat made and the car's going on to another owner. The taillights are from a 1948 Chevy. I know it's a little contrary with the mixed match of parts, but I thought they looked pretty good on there, and they're original, and I had these re-chromed and to make it look nice. That's a 40 Ford rear axle with a Model A spring. Now I had to fabricate and weld the spring to go on top of the axle. Normally the spring on this axle would mount back in this area, but I made up a jig to locate the spring hangers and weld them up on top like the Model A axle did, so that the axle would be in the right spot along the body. So let me see about firing it up again, and you can hear how it runs. If I'll ask Ralph to come in a little bit closer, we can go over the starting sequence. So it's a little involved. It's not just a turn the key kind of a thing. The key is just the lock, and it locks the ignition. So you have to unlock that, turn the ignition on, pull the choke out, and over here is the starter button. Press the starter button. Once more. There we go. So I always wanted to know what it would have been like back in the day, late 40s, early 50s, for a young teenager to have a car like this and drive it around and experience that, as I never did that. I was born after that time frame and didn't get that chance. So I've been living that dream, and it's been a really great and fun, and we used the car in our daughter's wedding for some photographs, which was fun because we used the Model T in my wedding. So it was kind of fun. I always like to incorporate our cars in family events. So I just want to mention a few of the other friends that, Phil Lyon, one of my good friends from the Ford Mercury Restorers Club, helped me immensely with how these parts from different years all went together. And a fellow like Dick Monroe, who likewise, these are older fellows who were teenagers in the time, and they knew how to put all these parts together and make them work where they weren't originally intended to be together. So it's been a terrific experience, and I know the car is going to go to a new home. A guy named Mike Brown, goes by the name of Brownie. He's bought the car, and he intends to paint it and put an interior in it and take it to the Autorama in 2016. So I'll look forward to seeing it at that show. And I think that's about all I want to tell you about it. I hope you've enjoyed this.